Colts head coach Frank Reich had this to say about his quarterback last week. In the perfect world, we have a really good idea after that third preseason game, and Carson would get to work 2 weeks going into the first game. That's the perfect world. The next perfect world is he only gets the work of game week. I don't know if that's going to happen. Could be week 2, week 3. So still some mystery here regarding the timeline on Carson Wentz. What do we make of the recovery timeline here? It seems to be going pretty well. Kimberly, what are you hearing in terms of Carson Wentz and the Colts?
Yeah, it was somewhat surprising just because the initial timeline was 5 to 12 weeks. And, you know, when I asked people around the league, oh, Carson may be back in practice, look at this. They're like, oh, is that an indictment on the other guys? I don't think that's the case, but I think Indy is a very delicate situation, only because we've seen Frank Reich in my opinion, go above and beyond in solidifying this is Carson's team. No. I love Nick Foles, but this is Carson's team. Get out of here with this Nick Foles talk. And it just seemed a little extra. And when you think about how Carson has been described by people in the league as far as he needs to feel secure, he needs to feel wanted, he needs to know that this is his team, the Colts clearly are doing that. So him being back at practice so soon, you want to make sure that he's not rushing himself back before he needs to be, because this is a team that could go really far in the playoffs.
Orlovsky, you agree? What does this mean for the Colts if his timeline is sped up?
I mean, they're a playoff contending football team. I think it's going to be a very different team in November and December than the one we see in September because of some of the injuries. They're waiting on Eric Fisher and development of some young players, Kwity Paye, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr. Patience is a virtue, and I think that patience paid off for the Colts here. I'd say this in regards to the Frank Reich and the coddling or handling of Carson Wentz. I think handling a quarterback is a lot like having a child. I tell my boys all the time, you can't be great at anything until you believe in yourself and see that greatness inside of you. And you can't see that greatness inside of you until me as your father shows you how to see it, teaches you how to see it, challenges you in ways to go see it. And I believe that's how you should handle quarterbacks no matter their age in the NFL. Quarterbacks need that. And I think that's exactly what Frank Reich is doing. I don't think it's above and beyond. I don't think this is a coddling situation. I think Frank Reich sees greatness in Carson Wentz. And he's going to go, I'm going to show you how to go be great. I do believe that he needs to come back and play quickly because it's about pain, not performance. He needs to handle the pain, get back out there, but their patience was a virtue in Indy.
The relationship between Reich and Wentz, obviously a big reason that Wentz is in Indianapolis. Acho, do you agree that the Colts are a playoff team with a healthy Wentz?
Absolutely, and I love Dan's point about the patience. But the thing is, it's not just a quarterback issue. That's like a human being issue. Everyone wants a coach who believes in them. If you're a football player, basketball, volleyball, swimming, tennis, you want a coach who believes in you. Back when I was in Chicago in 2016, literally all I wanted was a coach. I was ready to leave. I was ready to go somewhere else. I said, just give me a coach who believes in me. All of a sudden, we bring in Brandon Staley, a coach who believed in me. And I'm like, man, this coach loves me. I went out and had one of my best years. So it's not just a quarterback thing. It's a human being thing. Whether you're a son or a daughter or a football player or a volleyball, it doesn't matter. Just get someone who believes in. Frank Reich believes in Carson Wentz. It wasn't above and beyond. That's just a really good coach who's coaching a really good player.
Dano, do you think that was a big part of the issue last year in Philly?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a question that everyone should ask is, okay, what Carson Wentz is truly the representation of him as a player? The 2017 to 2019 guy that he's a top 10, top 12 player in the league, or 2020? And then go, why? Why was he that for that 3 or 4 year stretch in comparison to last year? And I look at last year and going, he didn't have any confidence. He didn't see greatness in himself because the people surrounding him didn't see that greatness. And that's an everyday thing, Ach, right? You know, like, again, as I'm a dad to my sons, it's an everyday thing. It's not like I can say it to him one time and go, hey, you're great at this, Hunter or Noah or Madden. Like, I got to tell them every single day and allow them to see that every day. And so I believe that was a big reason why there was failure last year, and I believe it's a big reason why there'll be success this season.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.